Hi, I'm Bill Arman. I'm the co-founder of the Harvest Group, where I serve as the head harvester for the West Coast.
And I'm Ed Laflamme, and I'm the co-founder of the Harvest Group, and I'm serving from the East Coast.
Today's Harvest Way session is about getting gross. And today we're going to talk about how to set up and track your gross margin. So just basically two things we're going to go over. How to set up your gross margin goals and how to track your gross margins. So now, setting up your goals. Simple as this. Take your overhead costs, which is your indirect and all your G&A, and add all that up together. And get that as a dollars, total dollar amount, and then also get that as a percent of your total revenue. This will be your minimum goal for your gross margin target. So that serves as your minimum goal. Hopefully this is 45% or less, preferably 35 to 40%.
Sounds good, Bill. And then what we want to do is track them, and we need to track them by department. So in order to determine what that is, all we have to do is take your sales for the department, or the revenue, many call it revenue, then take your labor and your burden. We talked about burden in the past. That's your unemployment, Social Security, and workers' compensation. And then find out what they are as a percentage to the labor, and then add that on, and then all your materials. And do that for each department. That'll give you a different gross margin, most likely, for each department, because the costs are different. And once you have that, you'll have a real handle on what your costs are and what your gross margins are by department. And that's really important.
So now you can track those, and then when those add up to what your desired gross margin is, then you're in business.
Absolutely.
And if you don't make it, then you have to make some adjustments. So that's your assignment. We want you to go back, look at your overall global revenue and your gross margin for your whole company, and we want you to break it down per each revenue stream that represents 10% or more of your total revenue, and figure out what each of those gross margins are. You might find some weak ones, you might find some real strong ones, but the sum total of all those have to be at least 40, 45%. Does that make sense? If it doesn't, we ask some questions of us. Feel free to give us a call. Check us out at harvestlandscapeconsulting.com. That's harvestlandscapeconsulting.com. We look forward to hearing from you. This is Head Harvester Bill Arman from the West Coast.
And Head Harvester Ed Laflamme from the East Coast, signing off and helping you harvest your potential.